Fontaine Primary School in Kliprand is a deep rural multigrade school taking care of 34 kids. Most of these learners come from poorer households. Ari Klute has been a teacher and principal here for 14 years. Together with one other teacher and a handful of support staff, they try to give learners here the best. But the best and even the basics cost money.
The only support that they gave us is where they sent us mails with some curriculum stuff, etc., and you had to work through it.
The United Reformed Church owns the school buildings and is responsible for maintenance and infrastructure. But even with this and the funds received from the department, the school has not been able to do upgrades to the buildings in years. Klute says he made a promise to himself to make sure his kids have decent bathrooms before he retires.
We rely on funding from outside the WCD, and by doing this we write some letters, we go and have a chat with some individuals, and by the grace of God, most of these people, they buy into the school.
With the help of outside donors, phase 1 of the project to upgrade the toilets was completed at the end of 2021. Klute says they are hoping phase 2 will start next month. The computer lab and devices which were donated in 2008 are out of date and gathering dust. Klute says one of his dreams is to give these kids access to the internet. But with the network here being as poor as it is, the school is essentially off the grid. The Western Cape Education Department says it has around 670 schools in 4 rural districts. Currently, the infrastructure for broadband to be installed is not available at the school. This falls under the Department of Communications. But WCED says this school has been identified as a Mobi suite in the next financial year, which will hopefully give the learners access to technology. The department confirmed that the school gets the same norms and standards funding as other schools in this quintile. But Klute says even this leaves his learners at a disadvantage. He says for the sake of the kids, all he wants is for department officials to visit and become aware of the circumstances under which it operates. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Kliprand, Matzikama.